Welcome. That's not the right scene. I should be on scoreboard. Welcome, everybody, to the VR Master League. I am your host, Trip, and I'm joined today by my fellow partner in crime, the other half of the dynamic duo, Etch. And today we're going to be watching Phantoms versus Loyal Dogs, two of our España teams. Phantoms, actually not all from Spain. It looks like Argentino and Oscar Alvarez are hailing from Argentina. Prey is from Mexico. The rest of them showing Spain. And Loyal Dogs, all from Spain, but all from the Canary Islands, if I have my historical information correct. So I don't think we're going to be able to understand any callouts today. Or I'll get some very broken callouts in for you, but it should be a great match. These two teams have duked it out a couple of times. And it looks like both times it went the way of Phantoms. Very heavily, but I'm pretty sure these teams are ranked 11th and 13th, so it should be a close match.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen either of these teams on cast. I believe you casted Phantom's first game this season, but we'll have to see what they come out with. We do have our bans ready to go with Phantoms banning Subway and VR Loyal Dogs banning Downfall.
So no short range, close range, night map. That is the only night map in the rotation currently, right? I mean, you could play any of the other ones.
Default night map, yeah. I'm sure they could choose to play a night map if they want to hurt their eyeballs, but...
And no Downfall, which I believe Phantoms is pretty good at Downfall, or maybe Loyal Dogs is just not great at it. Phantoms have a 55% win rate on it. So it's one of their middle of the range maps. Loyal Dogs have only won it 2 out of 11 times, so definitely not their strongest map. Probably banning that one because they don't want to play it at all. And I don't blame them. We don't play Downfall either. So
yeah, Downfall is a tough map. You've got to really feel comfortable to play it, and if you feel comfortable, then it's a strength. I think it's you're either very strong at it or you don't want to play it at all. I don't think there's a middle ground for Downfall.
Now, to be fair, we ban it because we don't like playing long games. That's the only reason. It's not because we're bad at it. You know, and I do think that the changes that have been made to Downfall along the way, the new towers, the new spawns, not so much, but some of the changes to the terrain and spawns have been great, made the map feel new again. The lighting has constantly changed, since the beginning. So it's a good map. I definitely think it's a good map, and it is fun to watch for sure. I just don't like spending 7 6-minute rounds plus 2-minute timeouts. I mean, that's a lot of time.
It is. It's a test of patience for sure. And you have to, most defensive rounds end up being, let's milk the clock and let the offense waste their time. And it's, that's the way it's played. It's a tough map because it tests that patience out of you, but also at the same time, I mean, it's, if you're on a time crunch, it's also tough because you can't rush it. You've got to be patient and methodical with playing Downfall.
Well, we're not going to see any of that patient defense on Downfall. We're actually going to go into a different large map from map 1. We're going to go to Quarantine, which is one of my favorites. Although I gotta say, playing that new update last night, not a fan of some of those new spawns, but thank God we won't see those today. We are playing on the League build. For those of you unaware, we're sticking with, 1.8.7.3? Is that how the naming?
I believe.
Is that the naming convention?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how that update shakes off. I mean, League obviously isn't going to be moving to that quite yet, but it's got a few issues, growing pains, but every update comes with those. But I'm hoping that in a few weeks we can swap over to an updated version of Onward. There are some new cool features. The entire base of the code's been reworked, so I don't know. Hopefully it's a good foundation for the rest of Season 11 once they fix the issues on hand.
I liked how they added the green and the red bars when you're in the lobby, except that colorblind people can't see those colors, so that everyone just looks like they're gray. You know, it's not the greatest choice.
Right. Well, I guess we'll just have to hand host over to the
Non-color
color capable individuals.
Color capable.
I guess you could say non-colorblind, but I want to. What's a positive way of saying that? I feel like color capable. Although it sounds like a printer when you say that.
So we're
gonna start off with the old tank courtyard objective.
Is it in the same spot though? I mean, it's new, right? Like it's been moved since they removed the engine from tank courtyard and added the underground. Like it's not in the same spot.
Well,
is it?
it's not new, but it's new, sure. It's 1.8 new. How about that?
Oh man, we're gonna have to start keeping track of like when things changed.
So this one comes with 2 spawns. They're both in the west. One is sort of behind Impact Building, like directly west of Impact Building, and then the other one is by the gas station. So sort of get a north-south bias depending on the spawn that you get.
You know what? I'm gonna start calling this. Here, I'm gonna switch to gameplay so people don't think I'm just crazy. I'm gonna start calling this Impact Courtyard. I'm making a new call out.
Are you talking about west of Impact
Yep.
Building?
Yep. I'm gonna call it Impact
It's not
Courtyard.
much of a courtyard.
It's a giant courtyard. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's got no walls.
Impact parking lot? I don't know. You gotta call it something because it's a really
Impact
big
sandbox? I don't know.
space.
Sand field. I mean, there's like 2-3 Marsoc spawns there, so it should have a name.
True. I mean, I guess you call the building to the west of that the warehouse, right? That's what you call it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so, yeah. I don't call that often, but yeah, I guess that would be West Warehouse, yeah. I am curious what happened to the building south of the West Warehouse. It's
Tornado.
lost everything besides the first floor, which has no windows or doors.
And that first floor is also not very level. Whoever laid that tile, gotta say, well, some refund.
Well, maybe it's designed to just be like maybe it's like housing some nuclear waste inside of it, so it's like boxed concrete all around it. Maybe it's intentional.
Maybe it is. Maybe someone just doesn't know how to use the terrain tool in Unity. But I don't know. We'll find out.
I mean, maybe that's what we're quarantining from, right? Maybe that is what this map is. Everything is quarantining from this nuclear waste that's housed inside this little pit.
And then the plane just happened to crash here.
Right. Yeah, that was
No.
totally separate, not related at all.
Completely unrelated events. Got it.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the rosters. For Phantoms, we're still waiting on all of them to come into the lobby. But for their entire roster, they have Nuclear, El Argentino, Oscar Alvarez, Prey, Sat Brannigan, Pablo Crumper 33, and Tipo Duro. And I think most of those guys have been around. I don't recognize Pablo's name, but I do recognize the rest of them. So he might be a new pickup. And then VR Loyal Dogs only having 5 on their roster. They've got I'm Donnie, Gauco, Gout. I don't know if I said that right. I don't know how to say any of these. I don't know how to pronounce any of these names. Go for it, Etch. You got this.
This is true. Yeah, we're going to have to figure this out. So let's go with maybe Gauco Hekine. Hekine?
Hekine.
And Oxers? Hekine. I think it should be Hekine. I don't know. Chat, correct us if we're wrong, if any of you know. But we're going to go. Let's go with Gauco, Oxers, Hekine. I'm Donnie, and I'm Gary.
You're just going to go with I'm Gary for Hilm Gary. What's the dots over the A? What's that? What's the pronunciation on that? I forget. Furious Googling ensues.
Google. So yeah, what does the umlaut above an A mean?
We're gonna have to make Dakin put in a pronunciation guide.
So Gary, Gary, it sounds like Gary. That seems unnecessary.
It does. It does. I didn't think there was an umlaut in Spanish.
Maybe he's just doing it to screw with us. Who knows?
Could be. All right, so we do have all 10 in the lobby now. So we've got Nuclear, Pablo, Tipo, Argentino, and Prey for the Phantoms, and the entire Loyal Dogs squad because they only have 5 players, and I'm not saying their names again. Well, let's kick on some game audio because that helps.
So Loyal Dogs are pretty good on this map if we are to judge the stats. They've played it 5 times. Well, okay. Sorry. Incorrect. They've played it a lot. They've played it 5 times. They've only won it once so far this season. So maybe that's why Phantoms are picking it, because they've seen that they've played it a lot but haven't won it much. Now, I don't know if they're the ones picking it. Quick gander at past games.
Phantoms is home and they're on Marsoc, so I would assume that they chose.
Right, and looking at Loyal Dogs' past games, they haven't been the ones picking Quarantine, so that's probably why we're starting off on this map.
Now, it is worth mentioning that there's not a lot of map history for Loyal Dogs. They only started in Season 8, and I don't believe that they played regularly. And Phantom started in Season 7 and have a ton of matches under their belt.
Right, yeah, Phantoms have been around for quite a while, but I believe both of these teams have pretty strong communities that they've built outside of just playing Onward. I think both of them do that as well. But hopefully some of them are watching as we're going to hop into round 1.
Phantom spawning, gas station crater, gonna be pushing that south approach to the objective. Honestly, I think going right up the middle for this is the best play, but I know it does leave a lot to be flanked. If you don't push fast enough, then you get flanked at Ruby, you get flanked at Hospital. Shots ringing out onto that cross from Loyal Dogs, trying to make it across the street. Akine going prone behind the overturned Humvee and still making that cross. That's something I don't think we've seen in a while. Will Argentino see him? He sees Argentino, but he's not taking the shots. Argentino does see him. Unfortunately, you're right at the end.
Yeah, that was definitely a bold move to go prone there and not book it across, and it's gonna put Loyal Dogs down 1. But the other 4, 3 of them are just hunkering around this center building, and one of them goes down, and we've got a 3rd member now by the north.
Yeah, Galco's position here, pretty good if he stays tucked in and watching towards objective. I don't know. He is kind of exposed. He keeps looking north, and the Phantoms have taken over a good chunk of this map. They've got 2 in the south, 1 going north, 1 in impact, and 1 in center. So they're going to definitely encircle this objective before they attack. Which is, I mean, if you're not going to go for that straight up frontal push, I think that's the best play, because there's not a lot of defensive positions on this objective. It's out in the middle of a courtyard. Especially if you get that roof, you could shoot into those windows behind it, and you can make sure that no one's peeking and potentially get a guy up there with covering fire.
Yeah, I think Galco has to commit to what he's watching here. Is he going to focus on the courtyard? Is he going to focus north? Not quite sure what he is going to be focusing on, but he should be, in my opinion, looking probably towards objective. I mean, Gary's got another line as well, but with 3 people here, that's probably his best bet, but he does have 2 right behind him in north rooftop.
Yeah, and he really needs to stay tucked in because if he pushes out at all, Tipo from South Hospital roof can see him. Argentino now looking for an easy pick. Ooh, Argentino didn't check the angle. Could have shot him in the head, but didn't push far enough onto the corner. Galco moving up into roof courtyard. Nope, just checking roof courtyard. Definitely hears those callouts in the north.
Yeah, they both, I think, know each other. And Pablo is creeping up forwards, looking for Gauco. Not quite gonna see it yet, maybe soon. When Gauco's gonna rotate, Pablo might see this here.
Pablo looked away at the wrong time, but Galco looking the other way. Those smokes blocking Galco's field of view. Nuclear gets Gary.
Yeah, their objective players down. Oxers swings out. Can he find Pablo here? He's not looking. He does find Pablo.
But he missed
And
Nuclear
finds
going for the
Argentino.
objective from behind.
And he gets Depot.
He's got to check that. Nuclear's
on objective.
Nuclear's capping. Oxer's hat. Oh, he gets him with a pistol, a Makarov.
What?
We're going to watch that again.
Oxer's just swinging this around back into a 2v2, but no, he gets a team kill. Oh no. Oxers.
Yeah, Oxer's hearing those gunshots from the roof and turning and shooting immediately whatever he saw, which was unfortunately the backside of a friendly creeping up onto the roof, which could have evened this game out. He could have got some kills, but Phantoms take the shots from the roof and take their first point.
Yeah, wow. Oxer's there. I think he got, what, a triple in the south and held off the middle. He just kept picking off guys, and then there was just two left in the north. I mean, if not for that team kill, that could have been the Phantoms taking that, or sorry, Loyal Dogs taking that point. Really, really good play from him. But Nuclear was on objective, and probably needed maybe 2 seconds more, maybe a second more. But a Makarov kill to save the day.
Makarov onto objective capping. That's something you don't see. I wonder, he had a rifle, so he literally just switched to his pistol to shoot that guy.
I don't know, maybe his Makarov swing skills are faster than his reload, you know? Maybe
I
he's got a
guess.
play there. He just killed 2 guys right before that, so he probably was low on ammo.
Yeah, that's true. He probably was doing a quick swap instead of attack reload.
Yeah.
Gotta stop that cap, man. You gotta stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Nuclear went inside, which I think he can do, if I remember right, it would have bought him an extra second to get that cap. Maybe? I don't know.
Might have been a little greedy on Nuclear's side, too, because, I mean, he had a clean line on the guy in the courtyard as he went and shot his 2 teammates, and he just decided to go for tab out cap instead. So, I mean, he probably could have got that, but either way, Phantom still took the point, so worth it when you know you have 2 people on the roof guarding.
Yep, I agree. Worth it, risk.
Round number 2, Loyal Dog's going to spawn on the north spawn for this one. So that's going to affect their approach. Definitely gives you less accessibility to the south for sure, and takes you a little longer to get into that center burning. But does give you full control of the roof before the enemy can get there. I think we'll find out as I'm Gary and Galco both pushing towards the roof with Nuclear and Argentino. Argentino swinging the long approach. Nuclear's peeking the corner. Gary's moving up. Gary sees Argentino. Now Nuclear's going to peek the corner and take him out while he's firing. Corner's being watched.
Johnny's trained in. He sees the peak. Nuclear falls back. But Argentino then, with a timed peek, comes out and gets Donnie.
The fight on the roof will decide how even this battle is. Galco puts a nade out. Oh, just a little short. Needed to go up and over the building, and it would have been great. He's trapped on the roof. Hakan gets Tipo. in tank courtyard. Now Galco has decided to just give up on behind the roof. He doesn't think anyone's here anymore. Rotates around the AC unit. Is he running? Oh.
Ooh, Argentina is potentially going to go on a flank behind Galco. Will he be ready for it? I think he will now.
Argentina just double tapping those bodies, making sure they're out.
Galco's looking. This could, if Argentina decides to move either way from here, I think Galco's got the advantage. He seems to be prepared for it for the most part. But Argentina is not moving. He is parked behind the semi and just staying there. Oh, he just spotted Galco, I think, maybe? He did. Swings and gets the headshot.
Now it's all up to the two loyal dogs sitting in the middle. Oxer's going across the street now. Going into objective courtyard, going downstairs. Oh, it gets shot at from prey.
That.
He's in a dangerous position now. Phantoms need to be worried about someone coming up underneath. Pablo knows that, and he's going to check. Pablo and Oxer straight on the stairs.
Lo he matado, el del túnel lo he matado, pero me ha tirado. A ver si alguien puede venir a por mí.
Now, Prey goes for the revive, but Kind takes him out.
Kind not moving fast enough across that opening, though. Argentino finds him from the roof.
Yeah, there was an opening there for Loyal Dogs. I mean, they got the South weekend and they got Objective weekend, leaving two defenders in the North. But yeah, the early two picks on the North was tough.
I think so. If your team gets engaged on the roof and you're in a prolonged firefight, the rest of your team should just ignore it. You should just go. I mean, if you're holding at least one or two in the north, pushing that south push or that middle push, because the enemy is also engaged, right? They're looking to kill your guys on the roof. So as long as your guys are still alive, keeping them engaged and just letting them distract is a great play on offense.
Yeah, agreed. Good defensive play by Nuclear and El Argentina to make that peak, take the fire, it served as a distraction. Argentina makes a peak, takes out one. Actually, what was it? It was Donnie was shooting at Argentino, Nuclear makes a peak. Then they're shooting onto Nuclear, Argentino makes a peak. It was really well-timed double there. Good teamwork.
Yeah, those overlapping fields of fire, one going wide north so that they can shoot anyone. I mean, that's a great spot too, because you can cover the backside of roof. Even if you lose your guy on the corner, you've gotten in a good position where you can defend if someone tries to come off the roof or if they push more people onto the roof.
For sure. And now we're moving on to round 3 with the what used to be Volk Garage objective. I guess now it's like half plane objective. I'm hearing people call it.
It's still Volk Garage. It didn't change.
There is no garage there though.
Oh well.
It's not a garage anymore.
Look, we haven't updated call out since like season 8, so
I guess it does have a garage on the other side. Okay, it can stay as Volk Garage. Yeah, okay. Fine.
Phantoms pushing up 2-2-1 split, but Pablo very aggressive. First man up out of the pit.
Hay uno en casa en llamas.
This Loyal Dogs defense is set up pretty well. The only concern would be if they lose Hikain, their east coverage is very weak. Now, Oxers is an objective, of course, but would be in a tough position to have visibility onto that east side of the wall. And Hikain goes down.
Casa en llamas ha muerto.
Chink in the armor has been created.
Llamas ha muerto.
I don't know. I feel like that's the least important defender on this objective.
Well, the problem is when they put the pressure on them, right, they will have to rotate to cover that wall because you can cap on the other side of the wall. So that's when they'll start exposing themselves and be open to get picked.
That's true. If Phantoms decide to go up and into center, can they keep them out of center, though? I'm Gary, not in a great position to block that rubble push. I don't think anyone can, so maybe they will.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even need to go for cap. I think just putting pressure is enough to force rotation and get the picks.
¿Has visto a alguien?
No he visto a nadie. De momento no.
Vale, pues voy a cruzar.
And if they don't rotate, go for a cap.
Yo me dispongo a cruzar desde el túnel a Casa en Llamas, ¿vale? Me cubre Prey el norte.
Le ha batido a uno en el
Gauco.
hospital.
Gauco finds one with the AKM and gas station. Guessing that was in hospital.
Yeah, underneath hospital, coming through the door. He's watching that long angle with that. He's got a 2x on there, but not using the 2x. It doesn't look like. I don't know. I don't know if that's synced between casters or not.
I don't think it is.
Nuclear's going to challenge that gas station approach. Gauco ducks.
Meanwhile, the center push has happened. Pablo and Prey are both in center building, so they're just a stone's throw away from objective with nobody watching.
Está muerto.
Really, if they go south and make this cross, they can get there. And this first smoke comes out. Pressure is starting to be applied.
Nuclear's putting pressure on the south, trying to draw that attention out. He's got a nade prep. Smoke trying to block that window. Little, ooh, yeah, it's a good throw. Forcing Gauco out of that
It's a
corner.
good throw.
Prey gets Gary in the plane fuselage, crashing in from the north now. Last three defenders.
They're rotating to cover this side, and Prey now is in a good position. They're surrounding. I mean, Oxers is in a tough spot. They're trying to hold him off.
2 minutes left on the clock. I'm Donnie in a dangerous position. Prey needs to get up into that impact. I think that's going to be the play here. Prey get on second floor impact. You got Argentino on the roof. Pablo on center.
That's what he's doing.
And it's going to be, you know, high ground fields of fire from all angles. More smoke's rolling in. Prey gets I'm Donnie. Now Oxers is covered in smoke. Nuclear is fighting Gauco in the gas station. Still takes him down. Now it's all up to Oxers, and Nuclear's running in. Looking the wrong direction. Checking the backside of objective. Double tap on the body. Now he's moving up onto the corner. He's got gun up, but he doesn't get the kill. Oxer stops that cap attempt. Minute 14
Pablo's
left.
got to move. Pablo needs to get onto this side of the wall and pressure this along with Prey, but Prey is falling off now. Prey cannot provide overwatch, so now they got to sync this up. They've got a minute to go. Maybe Prey's going to get this res into Argentina, but time is pretty low for that res. Pablo just misses Oxers.
Prey giving up that impact building second floor is something I don't understand. That's such a great position for this objective, but he gets the kill as he rushes up from plane.
Yeah, good teamwork from Phantoms there to know it's the last defender and put pressure on him from north and east. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said before, I think that's losing that center position early. Just the entire east defense was gone. They had nobody defending east of that wall, which was tough because that gave up a lot of ground to Phantoms, and they also lost impact. The pressure came from the smokes. It was tough from that point to recover.
Phantoms up 3-0. They only have to defend this objective now. We saw a good defense from Loyal Dogs, though. I mean, they were running the time down. They just ended up with one man still standing. Their rotations were expected. Their rotations were forced from those picks. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it the smarter play to just make the rotation because you need to cover objective and you know you need to cover objective? Or do you not make that rotation because you know someone's waiting to shoot you?
Yeah, it's a dice roll. I mean, if you're being forced to make rotations you don't want to make, that's a problem with the defensive setup, right? You either need to figure out your risk taking, who's going down first, how that's being handled, or you need to have built-in rotations that you can do without the risk of overexposure. Maybe you've got to time it differently, right? Maybe you've got to do it sooner. When you lose center first, or you lose whoever first, make the rotation quickly before they can pick you on that exposure.
Or make a rotation that's just unexpected. You know, you're gonna rotate, sure, but just go a different way. You know, rotate for a flank. Run away from objective.
That is also possible.
Pro strat spy trip. Run away from the objective. Argentina with the pistol, trying to stop that north spawn, quick spawn in case they were there, just putting shots at the ridge line. Now Nuclear looking for the long shot. He's gonna see a kind tucked down behind the Humvee. Now Tipo's gonna peek the corner. Loyal Dogs spreading the rest of their offense down towards the south. And Phantoms have actually committed a decent amount of their players. They've got 3 players watching this north approach.
Yeah, I think they wanted to counter that quick spawn. That can happen, and luckily they didn't have it, but they were prepared for it. Meanwhile, Loyal Dogs have set up in a nice line across the basically eastern midline. The south a little lagging, but there are shots coming in from the south. I'm not sure at what. Where's Gauko shooting at?
Was he pre-firing that dark stairwell in hospital?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yep.
I just caught the call out. It was pre-fire. I understand Spanish, guys. Pre-fire. More shots from Gauko. Clearing it again? I'm not sure. Maybe he saw some movement.
It is very dark in there, so.
Much time? We got 4 minutes on the clock. Oxers in center. The Loyal Dogs are doing a good job of keeping this push in sync and on pace.
Creo que no lo tumbé.
Ray finds a first kill onto Rooftop Courtyard. And Nuclear finds a second in the north, and the north is shut down.
Hakine was suppressing fire Nuclear while running up there, but then dropped his gun to low ready and kept making the run in the open. I mean, didn't really have any cover. I'm Donnie. No. Oxers goes down to Tipo. And the hospital call-outs do come out.
This is going to be tough.
Tipo double tapping all those bodies in the north. Gary and Gauko in the hospital. They are close to objective. And the 3 in the north are effectively useless.
Yeah. Yeah, pick onto Pablo here would be crucial if they can take care of gas station. Because then they have to deal with Argentino, and that's about it, right? They'll have to force rotations, but can they get rid of Pablo is the question.
Like, this is the play right here. You ready for this? You ready for the 200 IQ play? They shoot Pablo in the face, obviously. That's a given. and then they both run to objective. One runs up the street, going north, and the other one goes around the wall. And one of them is a distraction. The other one goes for the cap. Oh, is that nade gonna get him?
Whatever they do, they
That
better
beautiful
do it
nade
soon,
onto objective.
because
Oh, and Argentino gets away from it. But Galco's moving up onto the objective, being chased by Pablo. His reinforcements not finding the kill. Gary on the roof gets Argentino, but Pablo's now charging him, and Gary doesn't really have an escape plan. He gets Pablo,
He doesn't
though.
need one.
He's
He
forcing.
can shoot his way out.
He's forcing the rotations. He's shooting his way out.
Yeah. Just make it a gunfight. All right, so 1v3 with who? Argentino on objective still, I believe? No, nobody on objective.
Voy a cubrir su zona.
Tipo, Prey, Nuclear on the rooftop. That's going to be pretty tough to deal with.
Gary rotating around through tank courtyard. Oh, he saw him on the roof. He didn't see him. Maybe he did. I don't know. He definitely panned over there. He's looking for Nuclear on the roof.
Sees him now, though.
He's out of ammo. Gary tucked into the corner, has to reload that SA-80. Comes around firing, suppressing fire. Make the cross under fire. Make the cross under fire, Gary. Do it. Start shooting at the roof and run. Gotta
Cross,
commit.
Gary.
You gotta commit. You got 40 seconds left. Now the
Trying to
smoke's...
see if anybody else is going to peek, I think. But nobody else is. He's gotta go. He's going now. Makes it across. Now he still has to deal with that other cross.
22 seconds.
Can get rid of Prey.
Well, he's not going for a
Prey's
cap. He
moving and
dropped his
peeking.
tablet. He's going for the kills. He gets Prey,
Finds one.
but he goes down on the cross from the roof to Nuclear.
That was looking good. He got what, 2? Got a third.
Yeah. Good rotation. Just needed to commit quicker because he got forced at the end
Yeah.
there.
He needed that Nuclear pick onto the roof, right? Because then it would have been Prey. He could have gotten, and then it would be 1v1. He just couldn't get that corner pick, ran out of ammo, had to reset, and the Nuclear stopped peeking. .40 for Phantoms, though, showing why they picked this map, and showing that Loyal Dogs, I mean, the stats proved to be right, and it was a good choice for them, for Phantoms.
Oh, don't forget, if this isn't enough Onward action for you, I will also be casting another match tonight at 9 Eastern, I think, is when I picked this up. So if
I
you
think
need...
it's what, Pantheon versus Saints and Sinners, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. Should be a great matchup, as far as I'm told.
Yeah, I think both those teams are high silver, if I want to remember right.
Got
Maybe gold?
23rd and 25th NA ranks. So gold and
Yeah,
silver.
they're both gold.
Wait, I see gold and silver.
Oh, yeah, gold and silver. Sorry. Yeah, I think Pantheon haven't gotten casted yet, and they're both new teams, so should be a good game. So let's see where Loyal Dogs will take it for map 2. Maybe we'll see Shipyard. They picked it last week.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time trying to decide what they want. Just kidding. I think we have a rehost, so I'm gonna assume it's Shipyard. Or what do we have? Sand? Is that the other custom map we have?
Right, yep, it could be Sand or Shipyard.
Definitely one of the two. So I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna stick with my guess of Shipyard.
I definitely prefer Shipyard over Sand. So
Well, I think that's just because Shipyard is newer. I feel like we all loved Sand when it came out, and then
no,
now it's
no,
old.
negative.
It's old news.
I've hated Sand since the first day I played it because we scrimmed Globo on it and it was awful.
Well, it's changed so much since then.
It has,
The
but I
old
just
Sand
don't
was
like
bad.
how quick it is. But we're
Yeah,
going to
it's
Shipyard, so it's
definitely
fine.
timing.
Don't have to worry about it.
It's definitely a timing map. It is what it is. I think I don't know. I think it brings some interesting stuff to the table. I feel like we've cast the shipyard in every match so far.
It's a good map. It's a really good map.
People like it. It's good to see. I mean, it's a map that people seem to find competitive and is good to play on.
I mean, we've seen it played multiple times, and I think every time we've actually seen new stuff being pulled out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's still a lot more that can be done. I'm sure we haven't even touched the full expanse of possibilities on this map, because it is, I mean, that's what I like about it. It's dynamic. It's got long sight lines. It's a map that you could be sniping on if you want to, you know, because of some of those long sight lines. You could have CQB brawls. You could do whatever you want, really.
yeah, you've got those roofs. You can opt to make yourself more exposed, more of a target, to get those long picks. You can shoot from map side to map side from the roofs. You can get up on the third story and get even better angles. You can run around on top of the containers on the ship. You can run off of a lot of spots onto other spots to hide. I mean, there's all kinds of little tuck-in corners. Honestly, when we first saw this map introduced in the custom map tournament, I thought the most powerful building in this whole thing was the admin, the blue building, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
We
that
saw
is
people.
so powerful because of the sight lines. Yeah.
I mean, we saw people stacking up in there like 2 or 3, but really, I haven't seen that recently. There's only 1 or 2 objectives that it really helps at all. And I don't know, I feel like we haven't been getting them, or that just hasn't been... People have been getting those picks onto that building. Like, it doesn't feel the same as it did back when it first came out. Like, that was just a death trap trying to shoot people in those windows. They would definitely get you first.
Yeah, I think that it's that meta shift where offenses are now understanding that they have to take that out and scheming that into their plays, and just giving it attention, giving it 2-3 guns, giving it distraction, tossing smoke over there, whatever it is, right? And the defenses are adapting to that and not playing it as much. I don't know. There's this like ongoing chess game of how people design their defenses and offenses.
Yeah, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over. You definitely have to change up your gameplay. As we hop into... Nope, nope, gotta go back. Go back to the scoreboard. I didn't pick the map. We talked about it, but I didn't choose it.
We're going to start off with that east building objective.
Yeah, we'll see if they opt to put people in that blue room. Oh, long shots from Gauco, hitting, not killing, but definitely damaging nuclear.
Yeah, I heard that scream in pain. Rooftop to rooftop warfare. Yeah, Gauco with a M16 and a 2X. No foregrip. Brave man.
Well, when you're shooting it as a single shot, you know, as a sniper, do you really need that?
This is true.
Nuclear. Not sure what's happening with his body right now, but he is one with the wall. Prey and Argentino on the ship. Oxer's coming up behind them. And the defense doesn't need to push, right? They just need to wait.
Yeah. As long as they don't get peeky here. I mean, Argentino's got to just hold this line, not peek. He hears Oxers below him, I'm sure. He gets the kill.
Oxer's not able to get any kills. He had lines on Tipo in the windows, but unfortunately goes down. More long-range shots from Gauco. On an-
Galco's keeping nuclear pinned here, unable to really peek or do anything. But how can Loyal Dogs capitalize on that?
Hakine now pushing up on the ship.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be ready for prey in this corner. He is aiming that way, but I don't know. Oh, but prey peeks, still wins that exchange.
Uno muerto conmigo.
People got Gary from that blue room, and now he has to rotate to a different position, or not. Maybe he's going to stay there. I do have a question. Are the windows penetrable? The ones that are covered?
I don't think they are.
Okay.
Galco Nuclear still trading shots. Galco's gonna get out of there.
Galco hurting himself with fall damage. Had to heal again. He just used both of his needles. I'm Donnie hasn't been seen on the roof, which is very surprising because he's completely exposed up here. He's looking for that kill on the nuclear. He finally gets the kill.
Matado el de techo ya.
And now he's taking shots from Pablo on objective. Galco, though, has shifted to the ship now. Argentino's the one to find Donnie. All to Galco. Prey peeks that ship corner, but a few seconds after Galco jumped off of it. Still alive for now, sneaking his way through. This is tough. He hasn't cleared either boundary of the map, so he peeks this blue ramp. Oh, he gets flashed by prey. Maybe? Not sure, actually.
Not sure if he actually got caught in that flash.
Yeah, I kind of got stuck on the crane. I mean, Galco's just stuck between two, and T-Po's the one to see him. That takes him out.
All right, we are having some technical difficulties. I cannot switch us back to scoreboard.
Oh, no. Well, it's better than the alternative.
It is better. That's true.
Other way
We'll just
around.
stay on gameplay for now.
Fun fact, out in the sea, there are two ships. My theory here is that one of them is Tanker, the one on the east. The other one is USS Quest. Or I guess USS Inferno and USS Quest
Yes,
are the two.
Well, it's not the USS Inferno, because it's not a.
Isn't it?
Isn't it just the?
That's what it says, at least on the thing. In the map, it says that, I believe.
I thought it was just the SS Inferno.
Oh, maybe it's SS. You're right.
Because USS, it's not a military ship.
Definitely has a lot of bulletproof boxes. I don't know. It's carrying some heavy equipment. But yeah, this is a true shipyard. I mean, I don't know what the name of the ship on the shipyard is. That's a question for Koi's, the map maker.
That's
but
a good question. Yeah. There's no branding.
needs a name. Yeah.
Let's call it
needs a
the
name.
Evergreen. Or the Evergiven.
Evergreen.
The whatever the one that blocked the canal was.
Oh, that ship,
Evergiven.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm.
Whoa. All right, well, we're moving on to round number 2.
Sí, la verdad es que sí.
Les hago el
sé qué
favor
hacemos.
ahí de
Pero
poner uno.
desde aquí no llegas al barco ni de coño.
Hombre, confía en el alma poderosa.
Phantoms. Wait, was that a defensive smoke on the ship? Not really sure.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Galco moving up
Loyal
on.
Dogs are the same thing, actually. Or sorry, yeah, Phantoms are the same thing last defensive round in case of a quick spawn.
Oh. All right, now they know that there's someone on the ship. Tipo and Pablo are going to be pushing that way.
Enemigo en plataforma donde estaba Fabiana.
We have Argentina with a 4X taking a similar position to before, but nuclear finds Gauco on the ship.
Está muerto el de arriba.
Yeah, that position Galco's in and the spot above it is really exposed from anyone going on the south approach because of the way they're angled. You have cover from the ship, but you don't have cover from anywhere on the docks.
Ooh, Gary finds Tipo on the ship. Now he's got Pablo to deal with. He's holding a tight line here. Pablo crosses this.
Gary rotating.
Prey are trading utility, so I wonder if we're going to see some smokes come out to approach the middle.
Well, I was going to say Gary's rotating back to objective, but now he's pushed up into a different position. He does get the kill, however, onto Pablo. Playing very aggressively on that ship.
Ever Given is now secure by Gary.
Argentina rotating to go find that kill on the ship. Wants to make sure that it's clear and they're not getting flanked. Smokes are rolling out now from nuclear on the roof. Is that going to be enough to let Prey cross? I think that's their plan here. They're gonna defend from up top with the smokes to cover the cross, and Prey is gonna go in and just do the rest of the job. Prey now moving up.
Prey's got Donnie to deal with in this doorway, which will be tough. Oh, but
Oh.
Donnie just
He
gives
saw
up
him.
at the right moment.
He saw Donnie's shoulder. Donnie needs to peek it again. Prey is just waiting.
Yeah, Prey is more of a predator right now, waiting for Donnie to peek this corner. He did, but missed it.
Where did Prey?
Oxer's finding nuclear from the blue room.
Prey's hearing all of these shots all around him and just threading this needle. The kind definitely heard him. Puts a nade up into this courtyard, into the crane courtyard. Now he's gonna have to get past Gary and Hakine and Donnie. It's really a tough spot he's in here. That flash should have worked though. Prey now pushing up, watching that blue ship. Where's the other attacker at? Oh, he's still on the roof. Okay, 3rd floor.
Still providing overwatch, spots Oxers, takes the shots.
The kind saw the cross, got the kill. Now it's all up to Argentino on the roof, and he ducks down under fire. He's surrounded. He's got people on the ship, and he falls off the roof. No! No! Okay, let's see if we got replays working. He just backed up a little
Unfortunate.
too far. I wonder if he was going for landing on that container and it just hurt him more than he thought it would.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can fall off and hurt yourself on here. That is we've seen it a few times already on this map. But I do want to point out something from the Loyal Dog side. They had, I don't know if it was all 5, at least 4 members running the G3, all with drum mags. It's been a while since I've seen that on defense.
I don't know. I used to do that. It's good. It gives everyone ammo, but it also just seems excessive, and especially if someone doesn't prefer the SA-80. Like, I'm not gonna take it just to give people drum
on
mags.
offense. I mean, offense, it's somewhat common. On defense with the G3, it's definitely less common because of the kind of gun G3 is. They had 4 G3s all with drum mags in it. I don't know if the 5th also had it because.
I mean, what's a better the AK-12? I mean, is it really better than the G3? Is it?
I personally am not a huge fan of the G3. Low fire rate, and I don't know.
Edna loves her G3. That's all I know. So, obviously good enough.
I used to like it. I used to, but I mean, if you're gonna go LMG on Volk, the PKM is so beefy. I mean, I guess the G3 has a smaller barrel, so it's better for some spots. But the PKM it has the punch, it's got the speed, and it's got more rounds in it. But you can't share mags, so there is that.
That's true. But unless anyone else takes the G3, which everyone I think runs AK-12s now, so
right. I guess it was a schemed play from Loyal Dog's side to have everybody run G3 and to have everybody have drum mags, which is only possible with G3. So
it's a good play. It works on offense. Why wouldn't it work on defense?
Yeah.
These long-range sightlines, watching Argentino and Nuclear as they take this top floor, Galco and Donnie does get Argentino on the stairs. He falls off. I don't know how this res is going to be. Nuclear's going to go for it. Nuclear is trying to find the body.
I think he'll get this res safely. He rotates off. No one's going to challenge it. It's going to be a safe res.
Oh, and he goes down immediately.
Unfortunate. Poor Nuclear. Up and down the stairs, trying to get that res. And
all
Oscar
that
the
work.
next second gets taken out. Good timing for Donnie there.
Now Gary, Hakine, and Oxer's all pushing up into the center of the map. Wait, am I missing? Oh, yeah, Donnie and Galco in the backside. Okay. Gary, just misses Nuclear. Gary's going to swing for the north side of the ship. Nuclear's rotating back towards objective. He's going to go back up on the roof again. Checks the roof, center roof, making sure it's clear. Gary's going to have a nice angle on his backside if he keeps pushing up. The timing here is... Everything on this is about timing. Nuclear's now going to be clear of Gary's sightline as he peeks it. Gary's not going to see this. Nuclear doesn't see it either. They're so close.
They are very close. I mean, Gary might just clear this and keep moving. I don't know if he's gonna look back now.
Yeah, I mean, he's clear all the way to the end of the ship now. Nuclear's position very aggressive for a defender, but it's a good spot if as soon as his team starts getting engaged like Prey does. Gets Galco, now a nade coming out. Oh, Gary, team killing Oxers. Nuclear getting Gary, now Prey's coming back out for more kills. Nuclear
finds Donnie, it's all up to Hakine in the middle building now.
It's not
Fall back.
looking great.
Now he's spotted and shot at.
Goes for that long shot, gets Pablo in the stairwell. Now Nuclear's right above him, knows he's there. Akine heard the callouts from Nuclear, rotating for a better angle so he's not shooting straight up at him. If Nuclear never peeks it, I mean, he can just burn time here. Because there's no safe route that can't be seen from the 3-story, I don't think. Oh, Hakine should see it.
Yeah, Hakine is just trained right onto Nuclear. Nuclear takes a few steps forward, and Hakine would see it.
He's got the smart play. He's prone behind the AC ducts. And he just needs to see ahead.
Nuclear peeks it. 1v2. Oh, he barely misses Tipo.
He
Tipo sees him, though.
hears Prey calling too. So he knows where Prey is. Although Prey's in it's hard to get in there though.
Yeah, they also know where or approximately where he is, because Tipo did see him cross over there. Oh, Tipo's gonna peek it. Barely. They trade.
Phantom still had
Prey
one
still
alive.
alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loyal Dogs moving to defense on the tower crane objective, not tower objective. I feel like this is one that you could really, if you know the enemy is not great with utility, not great with frags, you could probably stack really heavy on the objective in the courtyard. You could be under the blue ramp. You could be in the corners of all 4 corners and under the blue ramp and just kind of hang out and wait. But I don't know how much utility Phantoms would use to try and clear that out.
Yeah, this is definitely one that you can either choose to be very tucked in the courtyard or choose to be aggressors on defense, because it's in the middle of the map, right? So you can get into engagements faster.
Who can win a direct push to the center roof? Is it defense?
Defense, yeah.
Here we go, round number 4. It looks like there's only going to be one. Oxer's the only one going for center roof. And he's not even going there. He's bypassing that, and he's going all the way to the bow of the ship. Oh, tucking in the containers. His Oxer is going to be ready for this. He's got Prey there. He knows Prey's there. He heard that.
Yeah, Loyal Dog's opting for a pretty tucked defense, except for Oxers here, who He's potentially gonna run to 3. He sees 1, takes him out, goes for a peek. Can he take out Prey next?
Wonder if Prey's aware of how close those shots were, like right in front of him, or if he thinks it's more up on the stairs or something. And it looks like I'm Donnie. Nope, never mind. I was gonna say he's coming to reinforce, but he's running away. Prey trying to make all the noise possible to distract Oxers.
Tipo aquí, a ver si hacen algunos picks ellos.
Well, we can't understand their callouts. I'm sure they can understand each other's callouts. Oxer's hearing Prey, communicating with Tipo here.
Otro menos en mi posición.
Argentino gets one. Oxers charges the corner and goes down to Prey.
Sí, sí.
And now there's only 2.5 left. The res is going to be really difficult for Loyal Dogs to get because Galco is down on the ship. Body's down low, but I think he was killed up high. Not sure where the body is on their side. But that's a very exposed
tough
rush.
res,
Yeah.
but I think Galco can see quite a bit from here.
Not once the smokes start rolling in.
Yeah, some very nice smokes onto objective. More are gonna roll in here.
Those red and green ones are like perfectly placed to block Kakine's field of view from the objective.
Smokes. The smoke dust has settled, and Gary and Hakine have still remained in position, but Hakine finds 1 onto Argentino. 2v3.5. That's also a tough res now. They both have 1 down on the rooftop.
I think Argentino's an easier res. An easier res. You just gotta stay low. But the question is it even worth going for? You've got Prey and Pablo pushing up onto objective. Looks like Tipo is going to go for the res.
Vengo, ¿eh?
Sí, sí, ya sé dónde está, ya sé dónde está.
Vale.
I think Hakine saw that res. He's looking up there.
Tenemos uno en la última bajada. Que
You know,
está-
a frag from Pablo just a little too much to the right.
Yeah, definitely trying to get that kill onto Hakine. More smokes. How much
Smokes.
utility do these guys have?
That
2
one is
more.
right on Hakine.
I mean, they know he's there. Look at these smokes, forcing him out of a position.
Oh, that's a frag. That's gonna get him. Yep.
Gary's gonna go for the res. No?
And smokes do give him decent cover to go for this res right now. He's got to do it soon.
Prey fell. Oh, Prey fell off of the high part of the ship. Argentino charging in. Nade. Flashbang coming in. Gary's in a firefight with 1. But Argentino takes the kill. Definitely got charged by like 3 phantoms at the end there. In the smoke.
Yeah.
In the confusion.
Yeah, very good finishing push there from Phantoms to just put the pressure onto that courtyard and just take out the last defender. Great grenade onto the spot they knew where he was, and good push nevertheless.
Look at the kill feeds so far. We've got Tipo and Argentina with 4, Hakine with 4, and those are the lead scorers right now. Loyal Dogs 1 point away from losing the series. They need to hold this, or they need to take this objective. And this one on the ship can cause a lot of chaos. I haven't seen Loyal Dogs throwing a lot of utility. It's been a lot of Phantom's utility, but have Loyal Dogs been using as much?
I don't think they have quite as much. I think we have seen some from them, some smokes, but not quite as coordinated and synchronous as we have from Phantoms.
Wonder how effective a smoke rush on this one would be. I know we see it on cargo a lot, but if you just like smoked objective, smoked the north side of objective on the ship, I just kind of ran towards it. How effective would it be? How hard to defend these lines would it be if they were all blocked by smoke? Round 5.
See what kind of defense Phantoms are going to set up here. Looks like 2 are going to push the west side of the ship. 2 the middle. Puffer Tipo taking shots onto the spawn rooftop.
Gary gets Pablo on a very aggressive push from Phantoms. Argentino on 3rd story roof now. Exposed nuclear all the way at the bow of the ship. Long-range shots from Galco trying to hit Argentino, yeah.
Argentino. Yeah, he sees a little bit of Argentino.
Oh, is it more effective to know that there's someone there, or less effective to know that someone's there? Because then you have to worry. You know, all your movements at that point are going to be, I have to protect myself from 3rd story roof. If you didn't know he was there and you just kind of ran for it, would you be safer? I mean, he has to peek to get kills. It's not like he can see all of these lines of sight.
Right. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to weed him out from the rooftop. Gary and Hekine are probably gonna be the ones looking for it. He's got Argentino has 4 guns trained on him right now.
He's just burning time. That's what he did I mean, he's just taking these high ground positions and trying to stay alive.
Yeah, he's staying alive. Yeah. Now he's peeking.
Oxers and Hekine going for it. Prey takes down Hekine. Oxers right over top of him, drops down on top, gets the kill. Now objective is danger open. Oxers going in. Oh, but Argentino gets him in the backside from the roof. A nice kill.
Yeah, they needed a little bit of distraction or smoke there to make that cross. But yeah, Oxers was in a position to charge onto objective. Gary and Argentino in a gunfight here. Gary and Tipo in a gunfight now.
Gary just sharing bullets with everybody. Galco and Donnie both
got
still.
all their attention.
He goes down, and then the supporting fire from Galco and Donnie not there. They're trying to get those long picks, and now they have to push up on their own.
Oh, Argentino from that high ground position.
Oh no, he fell
to his death.
Oh no. He's resable though. It's fine. Just a broken ankle.
Yeah, nothing some duct tape can't fix.
Yep. Give him the good drugs.
And nuclear patches him up and sends him off.
Oh, that flash definitely got Galco. Nuclear's gonna swing this. Not looking. There it is.
Wow. It's all up to Donnie now.
That's a smoke. Where's Donnie gonna go? Donnie should take the south side of the map. Just run all the way down the wall. Go all the way.
Go tunnels.
Well, tunnels only get you to the middle, and then you still have to get out. I think that's dangerous, but he's okay. Well, he's gonna take tunnels. He's thinking about it. He's rethinking it. He's looking back at the door like, do I really want to do this?
Do I have a map for the tunnels?
Did he hear something?
I think he's gonna come back out.
It looks like he heard something. And I'm assuming it was his own footsteps because there's no one near him.
Yeah. Still thinking. Lots of calculations going on.
I think, okay, I'm gonna fly this way. So if you go south on the map and just follow the wall as best you can, you get all the way to the end of the middle warehouse. You can keep going towards admin building, blue room, whatever you call it, through the guard shack, and get all the way onto that that east roof, which is where we've seen most of the kills onto this objective get picked from, because they're rotating around. But it looks like Donnie's gonna go charging up to the bow of the ship. Another smoke. Loyal Dog's taking the wrong utilities, using smokes where you should be using flashes. He's going through the center.
Decoy smoke. Trick him and move. Minute 15 now. He's not going to really see any of Phantoms from this approach. He's got more utility, though.
He just looted that. That's such a nice throw. If it had just fallen down.
Yeah, that was close. Donnie is making his way kind of to where you were talking about. He's on to the blue ramp now. Oh, can he find Tipo going up the staircase? He sees it. Oh, he misses it. Seconds off. Tipo saw him, though, I think. Oh, or maybe not. I guess that elevation works differently than I'm seeing it. Yep. Okay. Argentina also doesn't see him. They're making wide peaks here.
Donnie not prepared as he came up that ramp. No gun drawn. And Phantoms take their 4th point.
Yeah, that's going to be the series for Phantom. We're still going to play a 3rd map, of course, but dominant performance from Phantoms. Taking map 1, 4-0, which was Quarantine. Map 2, 4-1, which was Shipyard.
Can we convince them to play Paradise? That's the real question.
The 3rd set of map changes will be happening soon in the league, and hopefully we can get some new maps into that rotation. Paradise is one that I'm looking forward to hopefully being in that vote, but of course we do need to see teams play on it to make sure it is up to snuff and ready to be voted on. So hopefully some teams can get some scrims on it, maybe some matches even. Teams could choose and agree to play on it, but I'd love to see that map in rotation.
I would as well. I think it's a great map.
Yeah, I haven't seen any obvious issues or problems. I mean, that map parity is going to be there because it's I believe it's only one version of the map for both platforms. It's generally the same setup as the previous map. There are differences, but I think the basic concept works.
Map number 3 is going to be Suburbia. That's not what I was expecting it to go to.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's look at this.
While we're waiting, shout out to the 50 viewers at the moment. Got lots of Loyal Dog and Phantoms fans in chat. Good to see everyone.
Let's take a look at the stats for these teams on this map. We've got... So they actually have played this one twice. Here's the weird thing. These guys haven't played since Season 8, according to the stats.
Who hasn't?
The Loyal Dogs and Phantoms haven't played each other since Season 8.
Oh, I see. I think Phantoms took most of Season 10 off as they were inactive.
That's a new
Weird.
screen.
Okay. I've never seen that. Phantom... I don't know what happened there. I guess there was a drop on Phantom's side, maybe? I don't know. Some lobby bug taking place. See if we can get to round 1 soon. But yeah, I believe Phantoms did take Season 10. They weren't active most of Season 10. I don't know about Season 9. Maybe Loyal Dogs weren't active? I don't know.
They were rebuilding Phantoms, and they were expanding. They have expanded into a lot of the VR Master League games. I know they have a Snapshot team. I believe they had a Space Junkies team back in the day. I think they have contractors in Pavlov as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. But they have definitely been expanding their team player base. But on this map in particular, Phantoms have a 50% win rate. And they've played it 32 times. And Loyal Dogs have a 20% win rate, and they've only played it 20 times.
Okay. Well, this is the third map, and the match has been decided. Phantoms are the winners, but we still, of course, play this third map for MMR purposes, and a Phantoms dominant win here, if they were to, win it 4-0, 4-1, 4-2, whatever it be, would help them secure some extra MMR to climb the rankings.
You're going to have a rehost. Apparently something went wrong in that lobby.
Yeah, that first round start was a little odd. But luckily, the bugs happened before the map started, so simple rehost.
There we go. Back to Suburbia. And now we're going to start on the playground objective.
This is a fun one. I like watching this one.
Is it fun because it's on the playground? Is that why?
Of course, yes, that was totally intended. But it's also fun because it's kind of in the open, in the middle. So you get a lot of fast-paced action, engagements, long sight lines early on, and then it kind of lulls. The battle usually lulls, and teams set up and stage. It's different from the other objectives, which are in the boundaries or even middle house, where it's kind of secluded. This one's right in your face.
Have we seen a cap on this one? I don't know if I have. I've seen attempts,
I remember.
but I don't know if I've actually seen a successful.
Yeah, I don't think we have. You've got to do it under heavy smoke and kind of catch the defense by surprise because, yeah, there's no sneak caps happening here.
Right.
You've got long sight lines from, from tank, from the east, from the bus, from middle house. I mean, it's pretty easy to defend a cap, unless it's under smoke and cause a lot of chaos.
We do have all 10 in the lobby.
Yep, I'm not quite sure what the holdup is still. Oh, looks like we can get started.
Here we go. Round 1, map 3. Spawn in the south. for Phantoms. But it looks like they're ready to go north. One's gonna go south. Prey's going south. Galco pre-firing with a single shot AKM suppressed. Lots of pre-fire. I'm Donnie goes down in the north to Nuclear, and the push is coming from the north. Pablo, Nuclear, and Tipo all pushing on the north street with nobody defending it.
Yeah, the north is quite weak. There's not much of a defense there. Donnie is rotating to get an angle here. Gotta be careful, though, to not overextend. If he keeps this white car, he's gonna have multiple attackers seeing him, but Tipo finds him, and Argentino, meanwhile, gets a frag on the other side. Donnie's still alive.
Nice rotation from Donnie there. Nuclear was in the middle, was
Running,
watching the
rolling
corner.
in.
Oh, how did that not catch him underneath the car?
Lots of blind fire being exchanged. Donnie is still holding off this north. Nuclear's rotating back inwards and not challenging that.
Yeah,
Donnie repositions to defend the inside now.
Getting back onto the objective. Probably the smart play here, but he just barely missed Pablo on that corner. Prey gets Galco on the south side, pushing up now. Donnie gets Nuclear on the north peak. Pablo has to know where Donnie is. Are they trying not to kill him and just go for this cap? I mean, they know he's off objective. Pablo does finally get the kill. Now Hakain all alone on the objective.
Yeah, Hakain's in a good spot, but defending against 3 is tough here. You might get 1, but it'll be a pretty quick refrag.
Argentino trying to shoot up and over the sandbags, actually misses his shots. I think he was trying to pre-fire over it, but Pablo gets the kill from the north. Hakain couldn't go anywhere. He had no rotation, no utility, nothing.
Hakain was very cool for being inches away from taking those 249 bullets, but it didn't matter on the other side.
Now the other spawn for this objective is it in the northeast corner, or is it just like just north of center, like over here? Or is there only one spawn for this now? I don't remember.
There's two. One of them is in it's sort of like right here.
Okay. Yeah. That's where I thought. Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one is
Oh, Seesaw.
south
Yeah.
of APC, or sorry, north of, yeah, south of Seesaw, north of APC.
Yeah. Okay. So that north spawn, you could just opt to go north of all of the houses and just come around the backside and swing out on that red car and potentially get some easy kills as they're watching for a northern approach on the street. Maybe that's the play. 5 strong, north, swing down the street.
We are going to see that north spawn for Loyal Dogs. How are they going to opt to push it? It is tough to cross that street because defense can take that white car angle and shut down the cross, but let's see what they choose to do.
We certainly will. And it looks like they're going to try and push north. Or at least I'm Donnie going for that corner. Nobody's actually nobody's pushing out from objective. Or from spawn. They're all just hanging out.
Siempre tan positivo.
Oh, Donnie messing up
Donnie
that throw.
just with his
So disappointed.
Uno abatido en el coche gris.
But Akain finds nuclear white car opening up that lane 4 cross now. Nicely.
I think they're going to be trying to force those rotations and those peaks. Donnie exposed at red car behind cover. Prey trying to hit him. Donnie was focused on lane 3. Oh. Nade's a little too far. Prey finally goes down to a headshot.
Prey and Pablo. Gary finds Pablo actually.
Gary comes in firing, gets another. T-Po's down. Objectives open. They're on it. They're tab out. Galco gets flashed. Galco gets flashed again. No, that's a frag. He's backing up into a frag. He goes down to a frag. Argentino with a nice save there. Oxers gets the kill, though.
Wow.
Let's see how much of that fits into a replay. Gary on objective. Galco on objective. Flash comes out. Frag gets thrown wide, but Galco starts backing up while flashed into a grenade. Goes down, and then Oxers comes in for the clean sweep. Man. We might have seen a cap that we could have seen it. It was so close.
Yeah, we could have seen a cap there. That flash was just so perfect to get both of them there.
That's the other thing with this objective, right? There's nowhere to hide from a flash at all.
Yeah. Yep.
Which makes a good defensive strategy. Just throw flashes at it. We don't have to shoot people.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing flashes at it, guys.
This is true.
Now we're moving to the tank objective. A lot of smokes. This used to be the capable objective. You throw a lot of smokes, you kind of prone up to it and choose one side or the other from the tank to just go for it.
Yeah, this is true. I think a lot of defenses have become smarter and set up more properly now, taking up middle house, taking up more spots on the north side of the tank now off of that. But yeah, that used to be the move, right? Smoke and push up the middle and go for a cap on it, because often you don't have proper defenses set up for that side.
Round number 3, map number 3. Phantoms and Little Dogs both with 1 point. Is there going to be any pre-fire? We haven't seen a lot of pre-fire. Have people just stopped doing that? There it is.
Ask and you shall receive.
That wasn't like the spawn pre-fire though. You know,
True.
why has no one shot someone right off the rip? That's what I want to know.
Ya uno por el tanque, por esa zona.
Defense here looking pretty strong, pretty common, honestly. You've got Gary in that new favorite position out front of the center house in the window looking at the back door. Donnie upstairs, and then 3 in the south parking lot, or south yard. Or Galco in the south house, but 2 in the yard. Good overlapping fields of fire, watching all their different angles. Gonna force Phantoms. Phantoms are really gonna have to take the center house. And Donnie needs to just hang out and not be peeky and to stay alive. All the utility getting traded, thrown. Just trying to get those airbursts, the grenades. Galco with that AKM still.
Could get spotted by nuclear, I think.
Muerto uno en el porche de la casa de en medio.
Prey from the slide finds the angle onto that porch defender.
That slide is a dangerous position. You always forget about it. Tipo gets one. Argentino gets another. Oxers finally answers back with a kill on the prey.
Pablo is moving up in this chaos, gonna be inches away from Oxers, but Donnie saves him, takes out Pablo. They're in good defensive spots. They can still hold this. Argentina coming up onto objective. Oxers finds him. Donnie with the frag as well. For safe measure.
Make sure he's extra dead.
2v2 now. Yeah, Oxers is pretty exposed now. Nuclear plays this right, can find a kill onto Oxers.
Wonder if they've got more utility left, because they put a lot of smoke on for that first attempt.
You know, Tipe was slowly making his way up the stairs. He knows Donnie's up here.
Droning his way all the way into the house. He's got plenty of time. 2:55 on the clock still.
Donnie heard. Depot comes out, gets that kill. Now it's all to Oxers.
Oxers, immediate
Gets an
refrag.
instant refrag. Wow.
Now his position is known though. And Nuclear cleans him up with a nice shot and takes a point for Phantoms.
Yeah, I mean, Loyal Dogs brought that back from, I think, a 2v5 or something. 2v4 maybe it was. I think it was 2v5 actually. And they kept objective safe. It was down to a 1v1 at the end. It could have gone either way, but like Oxers was being a bit peaky there, which Nuclear was able to take advantage of.
Phantoms running away with the score line, currently sitting at 10-2. Loyal Dogs need to put some points back on the board. Uh-oh. I don't like that USB disconnect sound just randomly occurring.
That's never a good sign.
That's the most stressful noise I've ever heard. What's more stressful is I didn't get the immediate reconnect that I normally do, so I'm really concerned now. El Argentino leading the Phantoms kill feed with 4-2. And Loyal Dogs leader, I'm Donnie, 5-2, and Oxers with 4-2. This was a Phantoms map choice, yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Loyal Dogs keeping this one close. I think they'll put up some more points before this map is decided.
¿Quién es este niñito?
Pre-fire? Pre-fire?
Yeah, different part.
Loyal Dogs charging the back of that center house very aggressively. Prey. Wait, did you just throw something out the back door? Looked like he tried to throw a C4 or something, but I didn't see anything come out. He's got a clacker in hand. Where did this... Oh, I see. It didn't go out the back door. It's above the back door.
Kaina and Pablo are not too far away. Pablo took out one of Loyal Dogs. Can Kaina get this refresh?
He can as Pablo peeks up, not looking down for that longer kill. Prey still in center house, hoping that someone will come to his C4 demise.
Bray did pick up one, I think, behind the house. Yeah, behind the house.
He did. He got a little peeky and shot someone as they were coming out, but now he can just stay there and force them to come to him. But instead, he's going to get into another firefight and come out the back door fighting. Oh, Galco,
Oh, no.
watch that
Nice
nade.
frag.
Run, Galco, run. Oh, he had to heal himself, too. He was hurt. He was moving slow.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Still looking for prey on the center house.
Okay.
The kind creeping up at APC. That's the long way towards the objective.
He's got to worry about Argentina upstairs. Prey is distracted, but Prey goes down to Gauco. And Argentina, middle house is under loyal dogs.
Tipo goes down to Galco as well. Nuclear now last man standing. And for Phantoms, it's a 1-on-1.5. Is he going to go for the res onto I'm Donnie? He's got plenty of time left on the clock. I don't think Nuclear realizes he's last man standing yet.
And Gauco has a line to a cap here. Easy.
The res does come out.
Still do. Nuclear's not moving, so they can sneak up and get this cap.
Nuclear now. Check this tablet. Knows he's last up. Now he's moving. He's looking. I'm Donnie putting shots on the center, giving away his position. Nuclear trying to get the frag. Now they know where he's at. They should have an accurate kill count.
Yeah, Gauco has to push off of this. They need to coordinate and trap Nuclear where he is.
Galco almost going down, putting a smoke onto the south house. Wonder if they're deciding to go for the cap, or they're just looking for a kill. 2:45 on the clock.
Very long smokes. Nuclear takes out Donnie. It's all up to
Galco.
now.
Galco stuck in center house, putting a bad smoke, which might blind him as he goes out the door.
Yeah, it's gonna blind him. Ooh, but this is a good move. He's gonna go upstairs, wait for Nuclear's peek potentially. Take him out. Will Nuclear peek?
Nuclear rotating. Oh, the shots! And Galco comes out ahead with a headshot. Galco was using that AKM still, I believe. The single tap AKM.
Yeah, the M16 without a.
Or, sorry, yeah.
I believe.
M16, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you got a headshot, so single shot did the trick.
And now we move objectives once again. We're going to the north red car. Loyal Dogs have definitely been putting up points on this map, but I wonder, Phantoms trying to play a little bit more aggressively, because it seems like they are. They're trying to get those kills, trying out some new strats. It was their map choice, so maybe they had some things that they wanted to try out, but that they're finding out is not working out as well as they'd hoped.
Yeah, it's possible. They're keeping it close. Both sides keeping it very close on Suburbia. Phantoms did kind of run away with the points in the first two maps, pretty dominant fashion. But here it's a close, fair fight now.
Here we go, map 3, round 5. Loyal Dogs setting up their defense. All north except for one. I'm Donnie trying to hit those long shots through the fence, aiming it just chest height, shooting through the fence, long range shots. He's prepping a nade now. Is he gonna get it? Oh no, that's not what he wanted. And Galco over here in danger. Multiple Phantoms pushing up from the playground area.
Yeah, Phantoms with a spread out attack, and I think we're seeing some defensive smokes thrown back. Or maybe it was a redirect.
Donnie playing that flex
And
position
smoke
pretty well.
Comes back. I wonder if that's the same smoke that just got tossed 3 times.
That frag going a little far off of Galco's position. He's still looking here for Nuclear and Pablo. Another one coming in. Not gonna find anybody. The first kill happens. Argentino takes down Hakine. And Argentino's now pushing across the street. Over on
Under
the...
heavy fire and smokes, lane 1 has opened up. They're trying to make it across, and they take out Donnie. This is a dangerous push.
Lots of frags. I think I've seen a lot more frags than I'm used to, and they're not landing where they need to. Oxers gets Argentino. Nuclear gets Donnie. They're going to keep pushing. Tipo and Prey in the backside now. This is where it gets dicey. Nuclear takes down Galco, and now it's all up to Gary and Oxers. And they are surrounded.
Gary's in danger.
Outnumbered 2 to 1.
2.
Oxers does get picked up, and now the objective is open up. Gary can't really go anywhere. Shots from Pablo drawing his attention. Gary is in danger. Prey not seeing him, looking towards objective.
There's still smokes left. That smoke is a little further away. Could have caused a lot more damage, but Pablo still has a window here to get on that side of the red car. I think he might be able to. Yeah, I think he can get to red car without being spotted for the most part.
If they have an accurate kill count, Pablo now needs to play the bait and just run, get those shots. He either gets to objective or he gets killed and gives away that position.
Yeah,
He's
got to do
moving.
it soon though. The smoke is running out.
And it runs out as he's making his cross. But will Gary see him? He's really low. He's behind the bush. Gary's not going to see it. Gary, oh, he saw it, but it's too late.
He missed it.
No, he didn't see it. He did see it. He's running out now. He's got a gun. Tipo takes down Pablo on objective. Gary gets Prey.
Oh,
A
man.
3 to 1 to a 1v1.
Tipo finishes it off.
Man, I'm going to
Wow.
watch this replay here of the team killing. Or not, because I don't have control anymore. Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a surefire cap, and then it almost turned to be a loss for Phantoms there, but they held it.
Okay. Who took that point? Loyal Dogs. No, Phantoms. We got that point.
Phantoms. Phantoms
got it.
are up 3 to 2.
Loyal Dogs on offense. Can they punch through the Phantoms defense and take this red car objective? as we hop into round number 6.
Sí, seguro. O todo o nada.
Igual lo damos perdido.
No pre-fire.
Sí, ok.
Loyal Dogs discussing some strategy before rolling out.
Prey getting
Splitting
aggressive.
up.
Ooh. C4 on camera 4.
Lots of pre-fire from Gary up close here. And a flash right onto Argentino, unfortunately. That couldn't have been any more on target.
Depot gets one, Prey gets
Shot.
another. They're getting really aggressive on their peaks here. Like, they have a C4 there. Why peek the corner and go for the gunshots?
Yeah, well, they're winning him still.
Smoke's rolling.
Smokes roll onto objective. A lot of them, but little far. Good flash
Argentina.
gets Gauco, but Gauco still gets Argentina. He must not have been flashed.
Yeah, I don't think that got him. I think it might have gone a little too far. Yauko gets
He finds
another.
Pablo, he has a line, but Prey there.
Oh.
Gary finds Prey here. They trade
Wow.
and another trade. Wow.
Phantom is taking the final point in a blaze of gunfire.
Yeah, Loyal Dogs put it all out there. They had an aggressive push, and it almost worked. They just needed a few more picks. It almost worked.
Yeah, definitely putting up some points. The later maps playing better for Loyal Dogs than Quarantine. Maybe they were getting warmed up still. Maybe they just needed to adjust to Phantom's playstyle. Phantoms were, however, changing up their playstyle. As we saw on Suburbia, they got a lot more aggressive. And so maybe I don't know, maybe that's what Loyal Dogs want. Maybe they want to play against aggressive teams, because that's their bread and butter. They wait and they let you come to them. We see a lot of that throughout the league with the Team A beats Team B, but Team B beats Team C, and Team C beats Team A, and it's like, well, who's the better one then? Because you all beat each other. It's a cycle. So it really depends on your play style and how well you adjust.
Yep, that's a cycle of Onward Season 11, and we're in week 9 now, so we're past the halfway mark. Rankings are kind of settling in. It's definitely going to be a fight to climb as we continue on the season, and we still have 100+ teams, so it is a fight all across the leaderboard.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy Challenger Cup, that's for sure. I can't
my gosh.
wait. I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know if we're going to have to change up the
Something's got to change.
I mean, it depends on how many sign up, right? Maybe not everyone wants to play it. I don't know. We'll see. If we have 100 teams sign up for a Challenger Cup, there's definitely going to have to be some...
I feel like it's usually like at least 80% of the teams eligible will sign up. I don't know. I think like even that would be ridiculous. Like last season, what was it? 30 teams was already a lot. Or sorry, 60 teams maybe? I don't remember, one of the two. 30 or 60 was already a lot to just long days. It's tough to have the right matchups and settle in on the rankings as they should be. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. We got 7 more weeks to go, and I believe we also have a Button Cup coming up next week. So we'll see some EU versus NA matchups.
Yeah, those are always a good one to watch. Always fun to see those across the pond matches. And even if you're not in the top 10, remember, you can fight it out at the end of the season in the Challenger Cup for that 8th spot going towards the finals. And with that, I think that is it for the cast today. Phantom's taking the match with final score of 12-3. And we will see you guys later tonight. I'll be back on this channel with potentially another co-caster, maybe just me. I don't know. Maybe I'll put myself on both sides and I'll have 2 mics and we'll figure it out. It'll definitely be a good cast. It's supposed to be a good game, so recommend you swing by for that. But this one is done. I am your host, Trip, and I'm joined by my co-caster, Etch, and we will see you all later. Will Argentino see him? He sees Argentino, but he's not taking the shots. Argentino does see him. Unfortunately, you're right at the end. But he missed
And he
Nuclear
finds
going for the
Argentino.
objective from behind.
And he gets Depot.
He's got to check that.
Nuclear's
on
on objective.
Nuclear's capping. Oxer's hat. Oh, he gets him with a pistol. A Makarov. Now it's all up to Argentino on the roof, and he ducks down under fire. He's surrounded. He's got people on the ship, and he falls off the roof. No. No. Gets the kill. Now objective is danger open. Oxer's going in. Oh, but Argentino gets him in the backside from the roof. A nice kill.
Yeah, they need.
And they're on it. They're tap out. Galco gets flashed. Galco gets flashed again. No, that's a frag. He's backing up into a frag. He goes down to a frag. Argentino with a nice save there. Oxers gets the kill, though.
Saves him, takes out Pablo. They're in good defensive spots. They can still hold this. Argentina coming up onto objective. Oxers finds him. Donnie with the
Into the house. He's got plenty of time. 2:55 on the clock still.
Donnie heard. Depot comes out, gets that kill. Now it's all to Oxers.
Oxers immediate
Gets an
refrag.
instant running him still.
Smokes rolling.
Smokes roll onto objective. A lot of them, but a little far. Good
Argentina.
flash gets Gauco, but Gauco still gets Argentina. He must not have been flashed.
Will Argentino see him? He sees Argentino, but he's not taking it.